was it too that we're, I'm looking at here?
John Grant, I've got those. I'd love to get rid of them.
You could. You ready? Time to go? All right. Call the meeting to order. Everybody can stand. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Get a roll call, Madam Auditor.
Councilmember Rivas,
Here.
Councilmember Bozick, Councilmember Brickner,
Here.
Councilmember Graham,
Here.
Councilmember Jessen, Councilmember Paparad, and Councilmember Sims. So we have 4 present.
We have a quorum. Barely. So, we have a approval of regular council meeting minutes, June 22nd, 2021. Everybody receive them, read them. Motion to approve. Second. Discussion. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. First reading.
Notice to taxpayers of proposed additional appropriations. Notice is hereby given the taxpayers of Porter County, Indiana, that the proper legal officers of Porter County will meet in the Porter County Government Administration Building at 155 Indiana Avenue, Valparaiso, Indiana, on July 27th, 2021, at 5:30 p.m. to consider the following appropriation adjustments to county budgets for the year 2021 and to transact any further business which might come before the council. Local Roads and Streets Fund, 1169. Other equipment, $40,000. Bituminous, $450,000. County Extradition Fund, 1155. Returning fugitives, $8,000. Adult Probation Pretrial Services Grant Fund, 9164. Office supplies, reduction of $810.42. Training and education, a reduction of $4,300. MOH IAC Grant Fund, $8,300. Other services, $195. Taxpayers appearing at such meeting shall have the right to be heard thereon. The appropriation adjustments as finally made will be referred to the Indiana Department of Local Government Finance where applicable. The DLGF will make a written determination as to the sufficiency of funds to support the appropriations made within 15 days of receipt of a certified copy of the action taken, signed Vicky Urban, Auditor of Porter County, published July 15th, 2021.
Thank you. Superior Court 4, Judge Buckley, there's general fund, a transfer, request of $3,300 from salaries to hourly. Reason, using part-time employee to cover a full-time vacancy temporarily. Part-time employee will assume full-time position in mid-August. Anybody here from Buckley? There's a request in front of you guys. Entertain.
Make a motion to approve.
It's a motion. There's a second. There it is.
For discussion.
All right, we got a motion and a second on the floor for the transfer from $3,300 from salaries to hourly.
Has he got a vacancy?
You know, Bob, this is why we always ask people to come to the meeting. I can't answer that.
My question is, if we pass it tonight, or does that mean that automatically his part-time employee gets the full-time,
No, we,
position?
They do plan on, they have a person that's already scheduled to go into that new, the position that is vacant currently, the full-time position, but she can't take the full-time position until after this is over. So right now, she's being paid out of the hourly line item until such time as they have, until such time she can go full-time. So we just need to move things from salary to hourly to cover her on a temporary basis.
And that's negative, right?
Yeah, we're currently,
The hourly line item has been negative because there's not enough in appropriation to cover it.
Are they, so an answer to, did we get an answer to Bob's question? Do they have an opening for,
currently, yes,
Oh,
they have
okay.
a full-time opening.
But she can't fill it until what, after summer, or
Right.
mid-August.
Why? Why?
I think the person that they have identified has other obligations until after summertime.
Didn't we do an additional into this earlier, a couple months ago?
Right, they had a full-time person in the salaries line item that had to take a unpaid leave of absence.
So we put some hourly in here, but
Right.
thank you guys for answering the questions, but this is why we asked department heads to be here, elected officials. We've got the auditor answering questions for a judge right now and his office staff.
Initially, they did.
Call.
Any further questions?
No.
All in favor of the transfer signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Joy, you send out, everybody knows to show up to these meetings, right?
Yes.
If they have a request on there? Judge Tody is general fund, a transfer of $20.20 from legal to office fixtures under 100. Reason payment shortage to Pulse Technology invoice.
Second.
It's motion and a second. And the judge shows up for a $20.20 transfer.
There you go. Good for you, buddy. There you go. You got it.
For that, you gotta call me, we don't,
Well,
for 20.
I
It's nice to
asked
see
them.
you.
They suggested to be here. I'd see my
Yeah.
tax dollars at work. So.
Thank you.
Thank you, we appreciate it, so.
It was for a, not that you care, maybe,
Sure.
ergonomic keyboard or whatever, so.
Okay. There's a motion and a second. Any further discussion on the transfer? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Take care. Have a good run.
You too. Highway Supervisor Rich Sexton, local roads and streets, got a couple additionals, $40,000 to other equipment. A reason to purchase pavement patching hot box to save on cost of cold mix patch. Hot mix is half the price and performs better. There's a second additional, if you want me to continue on, $450,000 to bituminous. A reason funds needed for crack seal approximately 80 miles of pavement. There's a couple additionals in front of you. Whoa, that's not rich.
No.
Woo!
You got 20 years older real quick.
I'll make a motion to approve both.
There's a motion on the floor to approve both additionals.
Second.
There's a second. Discussion. Hearing none, can we do a roll call on both additionals?
Okay, Councilmember Brickner,
Yes.
Councilmember Graham,
Yes.
Councilmember Paparad,
Yes.
and Councilmember Rivas,
Yes.
4-0.
Thank you.
Hey, congratulations to your boy on the good job he's doing at
Tomorrow's a big
4-H.
day. Hopefully he pulls it out tomorrow. Thank you, though.
Uh-huh.
Porter County Sheriff Dave Reynolds, County Extradition Fund, an additional $8,000 to returning fugitives, cover costs of transporting fugitives per court orders to Porter County. Hello. Hello. Thank you for showing up. There-
Second.
There's a motion and a second on the floor for the additional $8,000 returning fugitives. Discussion?
Not really. I just wondered is there a balance in this account or?
The general fund is zero.
Okay.
We have the other fund we have, but once we use that, it's gone because we haven't been getting any money. Although Prosecutor Gurman is trying to get us extra money, but, you cannot get money out of people. So
Okay.
that fund is stagnant, been stagnant for a while, so we've gone into that fund, but once it's gone. And we've got 3 pickups, 2 in California, 1 in Ohio.
California.
Yeah, bad person, so it's gonna wipe that out, we'll probably do that. We're gonna wipe that fund out. So Gary can get us some money.
Sounds good.
Further discussion? We get a roll call on the additional?
Okay, Councilmember Graham,
Yes.
Councilmember Paparad,
Yes.
Councilmember Rivas.
Yes.
And Councilmember Brickner,
Yes.
4-0.
Thank you. Have a great night. Prosecutor Gary Gurman, Prosecutor General Fund. Looks like there's a change to the Form 144, $83,040 to $90,827, senior deputy increase there. And then I think there's a decrease to follow from $82,787 to $75,000 domestic violence deputy. Reason, office not requesting additional monies for salaries, just reorganizing department due to senior deputy leaving position to become a magistrate in Lake County, retroactive July 6, 2021. So it's just lowering the amount, the exact same amount that's increasing to the senior deputy.
Make a motion.
There's a motion. There's a motion on the floor to approve the, Form 144, the changes.
Gary, Mike, what, you gonna second it?
Our second to get the discussion.
Motion is second on the floor, discussion.
I was wondering, Gary, why you're doing that now instead of waiting until budget time?
Well, because otherwise I'm putting a lawyer that's has 7 years' experience in the same position at the same pay rate as a lawyer who's been a prosecutor for 31 years. So it's just the timing of when Dave Urbanski left to become a magistrate in my county.
You're talking about the domestic violence deputy?
Yes, don't pay attention to the names, because the names, we have to straighten those out at budget time. But it's just that pay slot.
I don't have a problem with lowering the pay. I have a problem with the senior deputy getting a raise in the middle of the year. You're taking that money and moving it. At the mid-year raise.
Okay.
That's correct.
But it sounds like it's based on experience. It's, yeah, it's not any additional money from what I understand. It's just rearranging his department.
But we're giving a mid-year raise, which,
Yes, in effect we are, but at the same time, I'm managing a staff where there's a lawyer with 31 years' experience who would otherwise be paid the same as a lawyer with 7. So for me, it's a management decision.
The person getting a raise, the senior deputy, how long have they been there?
She's been a prosecutor for 31 years.
It's getting a raise, yeah.
Kind of go back, I think we, you know, we have to let our department heads manage their departments accordingly and, work within the budget that they have. And it sounds like that's what, to me, it sounds like that's what he's doing.
yeah, but at budget time,
That's
we,
right.
Well, it sounds like this was an unexpected,
right,
you know, event with somebody coming in. Yeah, this wasn't anticipated.
Yes, he got offered the magistrate job, and that is, it was a newly created job that started July 6th,
Right.
but yes.
I mean, that's my thought, you know, sharing with the group that, have to let them manage their people and their departments.
Well, this senior deputy is going to get a pretty good sized raise, Howard. And I realize he's very educated, and, you know, have lots of experience. How's that gonna set though with all your other,
Yeah, well, so it really works out because the lawyer that's moving into that spot that was vacated, once we make the adjustment, is also getting raised. So I hired within it. So there were a number of people that moved into a higher paying job position. But I just could not justify paying those 2 lawyers virtually exactly the same.
right.
Any other questions, discussion?
we'll see how it is at budget time, like Bob said.
But it's the same dollar. I'm not asking for an increase over the entire cost of the budget.
Mhm.
No, it's not,
No, you're not. Okay,
Okay, a roll call on the 144?
Yes. Councilmember Paparad,
yes,
Councilmember Rivas.
Yes.
Councilmember Brickner,
Yes.
and Councilmember Graham,
yes.
4-0.
Adult probation. Adult probation, community corrections, pretrial services grant fund, we got a reduction of $810.42 in office supplies and $4,300 training and education. Reason, reducing the grant account to pretrial services fund to be in line with what was awarded for the remainder of 2021.
Move to approve.
Hello. Good evening. You wanna approve the reduction? In a second.
No, I wanna make a motion to approve what she's asking for.
Nope, that's exactly it, the reductions of those two. There's a motion, a second on the floor, discussion. Need a roll call for this, Vicky, a reduction?
Councilmember Rivas,
Yes.
Councilmember Brickner,
Yes.
Councilmember Graham,
Yes.
and Councilmember Paparad,
Yes.
4-0.
Thank you. Memorial Opera House. We got Scott, he's here. Grant fund, there's an additional $195 to other
Thank you for
services.
coming.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
of
showing
course.
up, Scott.
Of course.
Reason, Memorial Opera House received grant funds and need to increase appropriation to accommodate the funds to be received.
Right, so the grant is going from 9335 last year to 9530, so we just need to expand the appropriation so we can spend.
I'll make a
I will make the
motion.
motion to approve.
Motion and a second, motion and a second. Any further questions? We had a roll call, any additional?
Yes, Councilmember Brickner,
Yes.
Councilmember Graham,
Yes.
Councilmember Paparad,
Yes.
and Councilmember Rivas.
Yes.
4-0.
When does your 9 to 5 open?
September 17th and runs through October 3rd,
Very good.
so,
You couldn't have done it on September 5th?
I mean, you know.
Come on. Everything going well? They're back?
Yeah, very,
Wide
very
open,
well.
huh? Right?
Yeah, we're back open, things are going very well, things are selling very briskly, and I will be seeing you next month because we just received 2 more grants. So, taking care of that with the Shuttered Venue grant and another IAC grant that we received.
Perfect. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
911. E911 Foundation Fund, a transfer $3,102.96 from training and education to other equipment. Reason transfer needed to purchase television monitor for training and teleconferencing.
Good evening.
How are you?
So far, so good.
Perfect.
Make a motion.
I'll second it.
Motion and second on the floor. Discussion on the transfer. Hearing no discussion, all in favor of the transfer signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Transfer carries.
How's the new
very much.
department doing?
Easy.
It's doing well. We're just waiting on AT&T to finish the circuit issues we've had, and as soon as that's done, we'll be moving in the dispatchers. Long time coming, but we're getting there.
Perfect.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Second reading.
Whereas it has been determined that it's now necessary to appropriate more money than was appropriated in the annual budgets, therefore be it resolved by the Porter County Council of Porter County that for the expenses of the taxing unit, the following additional sums of money are hereby appropriated out of the funds named and for the purposes specified, subject to the laws governing the same. Okay, let's see, local roads and streets, a total of $490,000. County extradition fund, $8,000. Adult probation pretrial services grant fund, a reduction of $5,110.42. And the MOH IAC grant fund, $195. That concludes second reading.
That it?
Yes. Short second reading.
Do we need a motion to approve? Got it.
Motion to approve. Second reading? Second. Motion a second. Discussion. Roll call.
Yes, Councilmember Brickner,
Yes.
Councilmember Graham,
Yes.
Councilmember Paparad,
Yes.
and Councilmember Rivas.
Yes.
4-0.
Thank you. Attorney's report. Harold had, I believe, to go pick his daughter up from the airport, so I told him this was a pretty easy agenda, that he probably wanted to go pick his daughter up, so. Any other matter that may come properly before the council?
Well, we should wish Vicki Urbanek a happy birthday week.
Week, today, when is it?
It was 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Happy birthday, Vicky. Should we sing happy birthday, or no? Look at Tony, no? So, well, happy 35th birthday.
Thank you.
So, all right, well, I appreciate everybody coming. I know it's summertime. People are doing other things. We've got a quorum. In terms of the budget, we've got a meeting shortly, a small group, Mike and I and Vicki, with the commissioners and Baker Tilly, just trying to get some things. I know, just want to make sure we continue on the solid financial footing that we're on moving forward. So, and we've got a lot in front of us. We just want to make sure everything we're doing and we could afford to do, and we're taking it from the right buckets of money and just continue on the successful path that we're on, so.
So is the departments, have they been notified with?
Not yet, nope. After that meeting, we'll get a letter out immediately, so. Just a couple weeks different, I think, but a lot of discussion going on, so I think it's just fine. So, no reason to rush greatness, right, Sylvia?
Well, it's true.
We've been doing great things up here, so. All right, anything else? Bob? Mike?
Good.
All right,
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
the motion, second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Perfect. Record time, we're good.
Broker record.
Because Whitney wasn't here.
20 minutes, yeah.
Because Whitney wasn't
You
here.
didn't have to.
God.